I guess in high school is where I kind of started mowing lawns. That sounds kind of cliche, cookie cutter type stuff, but that's where I got my start, was mowing lawns.
I guess we ought to back up. So when people ask, what do you do for a living, what do you tell them?
Wow. That's almost
Because I can't answer that because it seems like you do a little bit of everything.
I was going to ask if it's business or businesses.
We do have several businesses, and they've all, I won't say they came out of means, just came out of opportunities here and there.
Right.
The first and foremost, we make our bread and butters from, I don't even want to say construction, but the company's called JSF Landscape Construction. But we kind of, like I said, started mowing lawns, and it led to so many things out of need that people wanted. And we're going back to 1995.
So this would have been, what, your junior year of high school?
Well, as soon as I got my license, I was up and running. I couldn't wait to go out. And,
so you were the guy with the lawnmower in the student parking lot.
That is correct. And I had the most loot back then. I mean, like I said, back at that time, now you see everybody's got a mower hauling it around town. And back then there was not a lot of people doing it. Wasn't as much business either, I don't think. So that's what kind of got things started, and it's evolved into several other businesses to just kind of, cushion all aspects of what we can have. And we can go into any of them if you want, but I've got some billboards. I own a mini storage unit. Own some properties, rental properties. We've got a company that sweeps parking lots at night. Then our main company, does the excavation, construction type stuff.
Okay. So when you were going back to 1995, 1996 time frame, at that point in time, I mean, was the landscaping demand very large like it seems to be now, or in the last 20 years even? Or was it a lot harder? I mean, were you mowing for more penny pinching grandmas than anything, or what was the scene like back then? I mean, that was pretty much about the time zero-turn lawnmowers were starting to become popular, wasn't it? Or
I would say it was a little bit after that,
okay,
before the zero turns became popular. And it was tough because it was at the point, maybe a breaking point in the lawn care industry, but a lot of people didn't want to pay, and they were still doing it in-house, doing it themselves. And, since then, almost everybody pays to have their lawn mowed. So you had to really hustle to get the jobs back then, especially the mowing. But I kind of went door to door. And as a kid, like we probably all are, timid. And I think it was a big step in my progression to, bang on those doors. And defeat was more common than success when you was beating on those doors. So it was a big stepping stone.
You remember what your first mower was?
Yeah, it was a little green MTD push mower.
Oh, wow. Started at the bottom.
And actually, the story goes, it's a true story. That's what I got for Christmas when I guess it was a sophomore.